the same. Whether it took me a long time or not, I had my own narrative. I want to say my own narrative. I just had auto narrative in my brain. And for example, it took my friend, I think she said it took her 7 days to read the book. Harry Potter, one of the Harry Potter books, number 3. She read it in 7 days. It took me a month to read it because I was like, I don't know if I'm a slow reader or like an imaginative reader. I don't know what it is. I still don't.
Maybe you're taking it like fine wine. Fine wine.
Fine what?
You're enjoying like fine wine.
No, because I remember my English teacher, she was saying, you know, like if you're a slow reader out loud, try to read it in your mind, and your mind is a lot faster. But I'm like, my mind is the same as my mouth. Like as soon as when I'm reading with my mind, I can hear my mind reading that. So it's slow. But it's not slow as in the cat ate the hat. It's just as simple as some people can see the text and know that's the cat ate the hat. They know that text and they can skim through it. I can't skim through it. I need to be able to read the whole thing. And that whole thing is, when I'm reading in my head, is very equal to me saying it out loud. So if it's, I don't know, if it's 6 sentences, it might take me a minute to read it out loud. The same minute takes it for me to read it in my mind.
Also a weird thing. I remember when I went to Sudan, we had our cousin. They're studying, and I met with their school teacher. And when I sat in the class for a bit to see what they're up to, the teacher said something weird. They didn't say read in your mind. They said read in your heart. I was like, what the hell does that mean? And I think read in your mind actually meant read in your heart, to be honest, at the same time. Which kind of blew my brain. Read in your heart.
But even when you read in your heart, are we talking about literature or just in general, like feel the emotions?
The same thing. You said read in your mind. They say read in your heart.
No, because reading your mind, when my teacher was saying reading your mind, she was saying like in your mind you read faster compared to an Arab teacher saying, or whoever in Sudan or whatever, saying read in your heart. It means feel it, feel the characters, feel this, feel the emotions, feel whatever you're reading. Compared to
their English.
She wasn't saying
it's different.
She wasn't saying read in your mind to feel it in your heart. Trust me, my teacher mentioned it. That's the same teacher that yelled at me. She's like,
that's
slow. And I was like, no, it's not. I'm slow. It's just I don't know. I prayed. I was like, maybe when I'll become an adult, maybe I'll become like a fast reader. Like my friends, literally in 7 days, they can read like a book like this. Till this day, I can't. No matter how many books I have, so many books, I just can't because I read it like from text, like from literally word to word to word to word to word to word. I can't skim through it and just understand. I have to read word by word. I don't know. That's why I was like, maybe I need to get like a brain scan to see my brain functioning. But in Australia, you can't just do that for no reason. You have to have a
You think you're on the spectrum?
I think I am, to be honest. I really think I am. I've always said that because my son, he already has like...
You're not your son.
But not in the spectrum of like autism or things like that. It's spectrum of like... I was already early like diagnosed with depression, anxiety, but I feel like I have ADHD because I can't... And for a good, how many... 14, 15, 16, for a good 3-4 years, I had insomnia, like bad insomnia. It got so bad to the point I couldn't remember anything.
Who are you dreaming about?
Huh?
I just technically insomnia. It's like you can't sleep. What was disturbing you?
So
to brain you?
Even like as an adult, I don't even know what it was. I don't know. I really can't tell you. But at the time when I was diagnosed, it was the reason why I couldn't sleep, or the reason why I had insomnia, was due to depression and anxiety. So I still have a little bit, but it's not as bad as when I was younger. I have social anxiety, and I have what are they called? Like, I don't know how to say the word. The H had like. Do you know when people say you're head of something liar? Like head. No, not heterosexual. Head.
Let's say
heterosexual as well.
No, heterotic. Like something that is in your DNA. What's that called? Like it's hereditary. Like
hereditary.
Hereditary.
Hereditary. Yeah. So I have headed.
You say you inherited.
Yeah, I inherited depression. And then I got social anxiety from.
Who was sad in your family?
Who was sad in your family?
Who was sad in your family?
Not sad, depressed. It's my mom, and as we didn't recognize it up until we got older, and like I did my therapy, and I was diagnosed with these things, and then I was able to do therapy.
You sound like such a happy person.
Listen, Genevieve, I am, but it took a lot for me to get to there. Like, I'm 28 now. I was diagnosed when I was 14. Like, even though my doctor was like, there's nobody that's been diagnosed at 14 years old.
No, it's 14 is too young.
At 14
you're still
because
finding yourself.
Yeah, and they don't know if it's your hormone. They don't know if it's your, like, you know, especially with women as well. You have your puberty, you have your hormone, so you never know. But he diagnosed me with that passed on depression and anxiety. But obviously, as I was growing up, I found out it was more so social anxiety because I'm anxious.
At this point,
don't
you kind of wonder if these guys want to sell medicine?
No, because I told my doctor, he still is, but my doctor, he's Arab, and he knows, so he was our family doctor, and you know with African people, and like they know the gist, because it took me a really long time. It took me 3 years in order for me to really open up to my mom and be like, look, I can't focus, because when I can't sleep, she'll be like, like, it's not serious. And I'm the oldest, imagine you. So at the time, she was in her early 30s or mid 30s. She's not taking it serious. She just came from Africa not long ago, whatever. She's not really thinking it's a big deal. So it took a lot for me to like really tell her, like, not that I'm depressed. I just can't sleep. I haven't been sleeping for the past 2 years and a half. I can't sleep. Like, I was so distraught. And she's like, okay, we'll take you to our family doctor. So our family doctor, he's Arab, Middle Eastern, and he even asked my mom, like, can I speak to her? Can I have your permission to speak to her alone?
Because you're too young.
So yeah, so I went in for my, like, to see why I'm not sleeping. Trust me, I was not educated. Like, even though I was raised here, I was not educated with depression, anxiety, all these things. Even though that you hear about it, you don't know the symptoms, all these things. I just told my doctor. My mom took me in. My mom, my sister, all three of us were in there. I was 14. She was 12. I was like, look, I just can't sleep. Oh God, it's been 2 years and a half. Da 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 da. And then he was like, okay. He did the test, all these tests in front of my mom. That's fine. But the next time we came, he asked my mom, is it okay if I can just speak to her alone? So mom was like, okay, yeah, that's fine. So then he did extra tests, and he was like, look, this is what I think you're going through. And he didn't force the medications on me because so he gave me 2 medications. He's like, look, he gave me like this really small white pill. I still don't know the name, I can't remember the name, but it's tiny white pills. And he was like, this is what you take if you're having trouble sleeping. And then he gave me like oval shape, but still small, oval shaped medication. And he's like, if you're feeling low, and I don't want to trigger you, but I was very suicidal as well. He's like, if you feel like you want to do something to harm yourself, take this pill. And he was like, you can take them, but don't take them at the same time. Take them like 1 pill, 2 hours. So take 1, 2 hours, take the other one. whether it's the blue pill, red pill, just 2 hours, give them 2 hours spaces. So I did that for about, I think, a month or two, and I felt really numb. And even though I was depressed and all these things, I know if it, I still like loved myself. I still I liked to work out. I've always worked out since I was like really young. I was like, this is not making me feel good. It's making me sleep. It's making me do this, but I was just numb. I felt like I was a robot. Like I was just like I was existing, but not living. Like I was just like, I would, have you seen, what's the name? The Click movie?
You talking Adam Sandler?
Adam Sandler?
Yeah. Is it called Click?
It's called Click.
It's called Click.
With the TV.
With the TV.
Yeah.
And the remote.
And the remote.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a long time ago. I think that's when Adam Sandler was still funny.
Do you remember?
Before.
Do you remember the movie when he fast forwards 3 months into his life?
Mm-hmm.
But he doesn't remember what happened, and then the guy was like, "Oh, you're on autopilot. Like whatever you would usually do is what you would have done in those 3 months." Because he was so stressed, like, "Oh, what do I do? Did I get divorced? Did we fight?" And the guy's like, "Nah, in those 3 months, what you usually do, you're on autopilot." So I felt like I was on autopilot. I would respond for the sake of responding. I would move for the sake of moving for that 2 months. And so I stopped the medication. And I told my doctor, I was like, "Look, the medication is making me feel numb." And then he was like, "Maybe you should try therapy." And I was like, "I want to try therapy, but I just feel like a lot of the therapists at the time, mind you, I lived in Sydney, it's all Caucasian, people, all the professions were all Caucasian." And I was like, "I don't think they'd be able to help me. They won't understand my circumstance." And he was like, "That's funny because my eldest daughter, she's actually a psychologist. Would you like to see her?" And I was like, "Fine." And with Australia, you have 10 therapy sessions paid for the government, by the government, sorry. So he's like, "You have 10 sessions. If you want to use it, you can see my daughter." And mind you, she's ethnic, hijabi, everything. But I just didn't feel comfortable. I saw her for 7 sessions, but I just didn't feel comfortable. I just kept lying to her. And I didn't open up to anybody with so many things that I've gone through, even just in general in life. I didn't really open up to anybody until I was 23. So by then
What happened when you're 23?
A lot by then has happened. So then I was like, I am,
Tired of lying.
I'm doing tired of lying, because I can lie for ages, but if I want to be better, I want to do better. Because by that time I already had my son, he's already 2 years old. And I'm like, if I want to break this chain of trauma and what are they called? Generational trauma, and just all these extra things that I'm holding on, and these baggage I'm holding on, instead of it being boiled into me and then releasing it to my future children, I would rather fix it right now and then heal from it and then have a healthy relationship with my children, because I don't want my children to go through what I've gone through. Because it's like an energy change. It's like my grandmother's energy, my mom's energy, my great-grandmother's energy, my dad's side's mom and great-grand, and it's like all these energies are infused into one person. And I don't want to have my future children be burdened with so much, because that's what it felt like. It was one on top of the other, on top of the other. When I say the type of angry and the stories that I told you guys, I almost ran my ex-partner down. I almost ran that nigga down. I reversed, and if it wasn't for his cousin, I would have killed him. But I didn't. Unalived him. But I wasn't thinking of anything further. I just saw red, and red was red.
Wow.
Wow.
And I just did it. And if it wasn't for his, and that's why I have, God has been on my side so much that it's like, why would I now want to go back? I've like been I've been infused with so much trauma that why would I want to indulge my children into that? I don't want them to have that. I don't want them to even work. I don't want them to even struggle. I don't even want them to lift a hand where there's a boy, girl. I don't even want them to do anything. I just want you to inherit what I've created for you. But I can't do that if I'm depressed, if I'm suicidal, if I'm, above and beyond. So that's why, I might be happy. Actually, I'm a positive person, but it doesn't take much, like, for me to snap back. Just because I'm in the middle of healing doesn't mean I can't go back, revert, pause that shit, come back and cuss you out, and then go back to my healing journey. Life is a journey. I can do whatever I want.
You could be what we call it. You could
revert.
Crazy.
Yeah, doesn't mean I've learned it. It just means I'm controlling it.
Yeah. I had a lot of time, and I went around and visited a lot of people. I found out TikTok is taking a lot of my time, to be honest. Wow. Oh, did you notice that when your mic is open, my voice is echoing? You noticed? Wow.
Because you're on other lives.
I'm on no.
You're just starting around in other lives.
I'm not in other lives. Yeah, anyway, you got tired of hearing my voice twice. It's okay. I thought you wanted the double shot. Anyway, I kind of did notice when I didn't go to TikTok, I had so much time on my hands. I slept more. I had one day I slept for freaking, I don't know, I slept so early, it was crazy. And I got way more hours of sleep. And then afterwards, I did more shopping. Went to the mall. I haven't been to the mall in a while. And a lot of things just transpired. And I caught up on some shows. I was watching. What was that show called? All the Queen's Men. The one we recommended. Hey. I don't know.
I still haven't had.
I just realized if B and I knew each other after watching that show, we wouldn't be able to make eye contact for a while. That's a lot of. Hey, they had that show has more X scenes than Game of Thrones. Crazy.
You're a backbone and
what?
Backbone. Do you know, I when I first started watching Game of Thrones, like I started when I was in year 11 or 12. Mm-hmm. Like that was extreme. I would literally skip. The age that I'm at now, I was at the airport and I even forgot. I was watching House of Dragons. Season 2. This was last month actually. My son's next to me and I've got like this other guy like on the other side, so I'm in the middle and I'm watching this thing and my headphones, I'm not sure how loud it is if other people can hear it, but I had my phone out enough, or my iPad out enough for my son to see, the other person to see. I didn't give it, it didn't click to me that it was inappropriate. These people were doing extra and it didn't click.
The other guy say pause.
Nobody responded. It didn't click to me. And then when the flight attendant interrupted because it mutes the mic for you.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, my son's here. Oh shit, there's somebody here. And then obviously there's people behind you and there's that gap. And I was like, oh shit.
Oh, this is not part of the flight plan.
Huh?
This is you downloaded it or
no, I didn't download. No, it's part of the Qantas because I'm a member.
Yeah.
I'm now losing my speech. I'm a member, and you get the privileges of
Free package.
Free package.
HBO and like all these things. So I was watching season 2. I watched even 2. I was like, and 2 episodes deep into it, and I was like, yeah, I was so indulged in it. I was not thinking about people around me. It was crazy. I was like, oh damn.
Okay.
We'll never call you prude. Damn.
Prude.
Okay.
Prude.
Prudish.
Prude. That's one thing I'm not. Prude. I mean, I can be.
You can come like big mama
and them. Astaghfirullah, Bismillah. Oh my God.
Oh no. How did you get banned?
Big mama.
I'll send you a DM
on
TikTok, on Instagram.
Okay.
What happened? Yeah, if I talk about it here, I could get
Nah,
bananas or whatever they call it these days.
I was surprised.
Me too. When you said two names, I said, what do they do? Because usually I'm the one I'm a loose mouth. I'm surprised.
The funny thing,
you don't say
the trigger words.
So
Big
Mama
I'm
said
the person. I'm halal.
Yeah, you're halal.
Be
true.
halal.
I might be crashing, but I'll be halal.
So
what happened?
You what's it called? Big Mama came and said the trigger word and it happened. So I just got my Junubi Hustle's account back, and then next thing you know, boom, it's gone. I was kind of ticked. I didn't want to react. I was just told her, and I just realized what happened with Big Mama, what she said, and I said, yeah, we probably shouldn't say that. All right, done. Then Apologetic came in, and I told her what happened. Big Mama was like, oh, that's too bad. Sorry. Then he came. He used the same trigger word. Damn, my other live got dropped. So it was like, yeah. I was like, damn it. And that's what happened. So then I had 2 accounts. So what I decided to do, I decided to take another account, and I decided to walk, to add more so that this thing could go live. I had to do the 3 lives open. And I said, this is gone so I can have, because both of them are banned for an entire week. So what I decided to do, I decided to go this live 3 times, open live 3 times. So now I can invite. That's why when you came, you're allowed to come as a guest. I had to go and do that stupid open the live 3 times for 30 minutes, kalam farik nonsense. I did that, and that's what happened over here. All right, yeah. Now you know. That's the story. Okay, I made this character. Looks very Janubi. Let me just draw the body. Let me make United characters in several pieces. I just go over here.
Oh my God, I was speaking this whole time, and
Eli talking to God.
I
look religious.
The way religious. My son was like, so we had our bike today, and then I was like, oh, we'll just leave it here and we'll go buy something. And he's like, oh, is that safe over there? And I was like, oh, I think so. He's like, did you pray to God? Like, will God accept for you? And I was like, oh, no, not today. I didn't pray for that. And he's like, okay, I'll quickly pray.
What happened to school? What happened to school? Damn.
That's cool.
Where did you get the prayer came from your grandma or from school or from where did the prayer come?
Him praying?
Yeah.
We pray every morning.
Oh.
Yeah.
I did not know you're religious.
What?
Okay.
Nah, now you're disrespecting me. Come on, I might be coming up here late, but that's just
I meant.
Let me rephrase.
I did not know you are that religious.
But that's not even being that religious, because there's extreme religious. I still be cussing people out. I still be,
telling people to
go to hell.
Yeah, no, I don't say go to hell. I'd rather you go somewhere else, but because going to hell is, But no, I grew up Catholic my whole life, and then I converted to Christianity. But I've always gone to even my childcare. I went to Catholic childcare, Catholic primary school, Catholic high school, old girl high school, imagine. and I was going to go to a Catholic university. It's called Australian Catholic University, AUC. But
What
what
happened?
Because I'm the oldest. I mean, you want me to just Drake. You want me to just save my life at this point. Just begging for it.
But I thought you liked it. I enjoyed telling us.
I mean, I'd be an open book, and people would be telling me, "Look, you're too open," and I'm like, "Maybe I am."
Who told you
That's
too
all I
open?
know.
Let them go find Jesus. Think of us like a confessional. No problem.
Nobody has to even egg me on. I just be confessing shit for no reason, and people are like, "What do you need to?" My cousins, it's not even people. It's my cousins.
You're not gonna unalive anybody, so you're good.
Imagine you don't even pay my bills, so why am I stressed? Anyways, so I was going to go to Catholic university, but like I said, I grew up in a very conservative. I'm the oldest, or one of the oldest. I've got my
conservative.
Like, yeah, it's like sex before marriage, and I believed in all these things. And like compared to not America, but like Australia, a lot of where I grew up was a lot of Caucasian, a lot of Asians. And these people lost their virginity when they were like 14, 16, 17. I lost my virginity till I was 18. And like it was like when I finished high school, 18. And it wasn't, I don't know, it was just because I grew up in these aspects. It's not because I didn't like it. I enjoyed it. Like I obviously wanted to be a part of, God and all these things. I was one of those choir girls and like the dancing girls.
Dancing queens over 17.
Like we would weddings, we were there dancing. Ceremonies, we were there dancing. Baptism, we were there dancing. Like I was one of those people. Like I came to choir studies, Bible studies. I was part of the youth ministers, or like not youth ministers, but like Sunday school. Like you teach the little kids. I don't know what it's called, but I was part of kids. Yeah, so you would have a verse, you would read to the kids, and then you would kind of make it like, knowledgeable for the kids, and then you do drawings with them, all these extra things. So I did all that. But then when I was getting older, I now was understanding that I was confined in my own home. Like I was being told to do this, dress this, hang out with this, hang out with this. So when I grew older, I was able to like have my own voice a little bit. And I broke out, let's say, from my parents' or my mother's views. And I left when I was 18. As soon as I left high school, like 6 months after I left high school, I left high school. 18, I was in university. So like around 6-8 months when I was in university, I was able to branch off with different bunch of people, and I was able to like learn their life experience. And like I had like a New Zealander friend, I had like a Filipino friend, I had this friend, and there was even a Sudanese friend. And I usually, not a lot of Sudanese girls like me, but this Sudanese friend, we were able to connect together because we were in like same circumstance, I don't know. And so I was just able to connect with them, and I was able to see these different circumstances. And I slowly was like understanding my rights as a teenager and my rights as, an Australian, all these things. I slowly started branching off, and I moved out of home, and I got the most freedom ever. Like the things that my mom could have taught me, I learned it by myself. And if she was the person that was to teach me, and I understand, I'm a parent now, so I understand, I don't fault her for anything she's done, but if it was done differently, if she was able to teach me these things and say, look, I understand you want to go party. I understand you want to have this. I understand that your friends want to, but this is what you need to be careful of. This is what you need to do. Then I would have respected him more instead of shutting me off from like certain things.
You didn't get
You
the
didn't
lecture?
get the lecture?
She didn't lecture?
She didn't lecture you?
Just
Pow.
And I would always tell her, I was like, I rather, no, actually, no. She'd be shouting, she'd be hitting. And I'm like, I rather you actually hit me than you be shouting.
And explain.
Oh,
She-
the
she
shouting.
doesn't
Oh, the
like-
shouting. The shouting.
She's one of those people where like, so
Insane.
my whole life,
Shouting
since I was
Shouting or hitting?
she does both. Like since I was 12 years old, I've always, back then rules were different. Me and my sister, it's always been me and her, but then, she got a partner and then she had my brother. And for like a few months, she stopped work and she had to go back to work because at the end of the day, she's still a single parent. When my brother was 9 months old, when I was 14, actually no, 12. When I was 12, we had to take the bus, me and my sister, because we were both in high school. No, I was 13, she was 11 or something? I don't know. But I was in early stages of high school. And I used to make sure that me and my sister got in the bus, I got my sister home, and then I would walk to my brother's childcare and get him. Imagine, and at the time, they would allow a 14-year-old to get a child. This boy was 9 months old, and I used to walk with him, and it wasn't that close. I would walk him all the way, make sure they're in, safe, fed, and then I would do my homework. But on the positive side, we never had to share anything. I had my own room, I had my own clothes. My sister had her own room, had her own clothes. My brother had his own room, his own clothes. So when I see even like my friends, they always like fight. A lot of them have siblings and they fight over clothes. But me and my sister, we never had to do these things. Like we always had, in a way, like the luxury of being our own individuals. So that's why I'm like always conflicted, always confused. Because I'm like, oh, I was abused in this way, but I also had luxury of this. There's never a time in my life, maybe a small window, but there's never a time in my life where I had to ever share a bedroom with my sister or with my brother. I never had to share clothes with my sister. We never even had to fight over clothes or anything. We always had our own space. And because my mom worked so much, we never really had to see each other. We never really had to communicate. And I think that's why I got the social anxiety, because I was always like confined in my own space. And like, I didn't really have to socialize with people. I didn't even have to socialize with my own family. Like I was just in my own space. Like she expected this of me. She told me this, I would do it. Khalas, that's it. And it was like, I go to my own space and like, but also, I have a feral mouth. I've said some things to her sometimes that's made her cry to the point like aunties will come and like, sorry, am I just blabbing on, Junubi? I don't want to.
No, it's okay. I'm listening. Do you think you said something
hurtful?
or your mother
was just stressed?
Why do you think it got to her?
I'd just be telling the truth. I'd be saying the truth.
Yeah.
And the truth, no, wait, Junabi. The truth might be hurtful to some people because you might look at me and be like, look, Ali, I think you're this, and this, and this. For you, that's your truth. But for me, it might be hurtful because it's like, oh, damn, I have to now look at myself. So for mom, too, like, she might have, like, abused me physically and all these things, but I still had the space to like really tell her my feelings when I was like, I'm like a volcano. I keep all my shit in and I keep it in. But when I explode to the point where like, I've told you, like when I say no family member wants to really like, not family member, but like nobody really wants to challenge me is because I'm going to tell them something back. Like, don't come and tell me this nonsense because look at your nonsense. Like that's the type of person I am.
So you save it for rainy day, kind of explode.
Not a rainy day. I save it for a volcano day. You know, when you in Hawaii, the volcano explodes every 6 months. Or like maybe it depends. It chooses maybe every 7 months, every 9 months. It might be every 3 months. It might be every 1 month. I don't know. It just chooses when there's too much in it. It just explodes. For me too, I can receive a lot of abuse for maybe 1 year, 2 year, 2 and a half, but then one day I'm gonna explode, and then boom.
Boom! It's all out.
Boom! It's all out. And one thing I'm not gonna do is apologize.
Hey, I didn't tell you. The other day, you were talking KJ. I was surprised that Diesel's remembered. But man, she was triggered.
No, but actually, she was hurt. Actually, while I'm here, I wanna ask, why are you surprised I remembered? Is it because I don't remember anything else? Then you think,
because it was a long time ago.
You're like, what? You remembered?
No, you remembered in more detail than I expected.
What do you mean? We had a conversation. It was only 3 of us.
Yeah, but you remember some of the stuff verbatim.
Because I was intrigued.
That's for me. A lot of people. I've seen when people start losing it, and acting up. They tune out. You on the other hand, got excited, intrigued, and remembered.
I didn't get excited. If you remember that whole conversation, I didn't get excited. Even when you said, "Oh, I didn't think you were gonna remember," I was like, I do remember the things that I was like that, not trigger me, but like get my attention, pretty much. And so I wasn't excited. I wasn't even egging her on. It was Thickums. I was asking her the questions.
Yeah, that's true.
But I was intrigued because I'm like, wait. What's going on? I like anybody who comes and talks and like they talk directly at me, like any person. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm not know. But I was click on their profile and I see what they're about. If they don't have profile, if they only just post of it, I don't know. I just stalk them. If there's nothing to stalk, halas. But I've seen Kejing, and I've seen Kejing before previously and all these other things. So she asked this advice. She's like, since there's a small amount of people, there's you, Janobi. We don't know if you're sleeping or not. Me, Thickums, and her. 4 people.
I think I was there. I was awake.
But we don't know, because when the people were talking, it was just 3 of us talking. So when she said this, I was contributing to the conversation, but not contributing enough because I don't really know her. So Thickums was asking all these questions, and while she's asking all these questions, I already stalked KG. So I kind of got a glimpse of what her life is kind of about. So I'm like, oh wait,
I just remembered.
But
I wasn't sleeping. I was at work. Because it was late. It was late night. It was late night Australian time. No, late night US time. And that's when she gets lit and starts wilding out.
We don't have to even expose that because I'll be getting lit and wilding out. But that's fine. It was just like the whole concept for me clicked. And that's where I had, like, my attention was working, my senses were working. I was like, oh, okay.
Spider senses.
And like for me, and I think I've said it, maybe you don't remember, like I'm almost like a child. When you tell me A, B, and C, I expect A, B, and C. So I've been on lives with Kei Jing. She said she's happily married. She's talked about her partner. She's talked about all these other aspects. So then when she said this thing, I was confused. Like I wish people could even go in my brain. Like it's like do you know like what they call like a cocoon, and then there's like a lot of like wasp. So my brain is the cocoon, and then like the different information are the different wasps going in. So imagine I'm getting one direct of wasp going into one direction, but then again another information, another wasp going. So then it's like two different wasp line going into my brain, and it confuses me, and it really, that's why I say I'm not in the spectrum, but I know I feel like I have ADHD because my son has ADHD. So I have that, like, it's like I need clarification, I need order. If I don't have order,
I think he probably got
then
from his dad. But
Huh?
his dad never admitted. Probably got from his dad. Dad would
no,
never
a
admit.
lot of things he got it from me, to be honest.
No. You have to understand. Pseudos are very proud about their DNA. So if he got it from his dad, they will bury it so hard.
But I'm saying I don't think he got it from his dad. I think he got it from me. I've got the problems because my grandmother from my dad's side had the problems, and growing up, even because my mom, like, I remember when I was like, okay, I'm telling you too much, even on my story. Anyways, let's just continue about KG. So the reason why I remember it was just a lot of things that were rememberable, a lot of triggering things. So that's why I remember it. And I remember, and like I said, I didn't say, actually, I'm lying. But for me, when something is triggering or something is rememberable, I remember like as in a picture. And like I said, that's the reason why I like structure, because then I can say, okay, in this frame picture, this will happen. In this frame picture, this is what happened. In this frame picture, this is what happened. That's why I think last weekend I told you I can remember vividly what, in the position of our life, I can tell you where you were, I can tell you where Kajing was, I can tell you where I was, and I can tell you where Thickums were, even in that box squared where you had like I think 9 or 8 people. Those were empty, but I can tell you who was where and all these things, because I don't know, I just have a way of, if it's vivid, if it's traumatic, it's vivid. If it's, I don't know. I wish I can just study my brain. But
That could be a disadvantage, by the way.
it's a lot of disadvantage, obviously.
And the reason why it could be disadvantage. Let's say someone says something that pissed you off. You might never forget what they said.
And I don't sleep until I address it.
That's what I'm saying. You'll never forgive them for what they said. So basically,
no, it's not forgive. Never, because what's in my head lives. One thing I understand about myself: what's in my head lives in my head. Does not mean it transfers to the other person. And a good example happened today.
Okay.
I'm a lead educator. So
Educator.
lead educator.
For mentally.
Not for mental, for children.
Okay.
So I'm a lead educator, or let's say lead teacher. Okay, I create the programs and I create all these things. And I've got a co-lead educator, lead teacher. And for me, I got the approval from my bosses. I don't have to, but in respect, because I also am an empath, I feel bad if I don't allow people to speak. I already spoke to my managers and I said, look, I'm very strong-willed. Like if I want it my way, it goes my way. And I don't want if she's always been like a lead educator as well, I don't want to make her feel small, because I'm very strong. I'm like, if I wanted this, I want this. Like, I'm always going to have it my way. But they're like, no, I feel like you guys can, maybe you can make this like as a challenge for you. Maybe you can work on like expressing yourself and all these extra things. And I said, okay, yeah, that's one of my challenges for 2025. Learn to express myself, learn to communicate. On top of my social anxiety, I slowly, I'm overcoming it. Whether I have to fake it to make it, doesn't matter, I'm doing it. So, but with emotion, it's such a big thing for me because I'm an empath. Like, if if I even feel like I'm hurting you, Junubi, I would even start crying before I can even tell you you're hurting me. So I had this whole ordeal with this with the co-educator, and I let her go for a whole week. I didn't say nothing to her, and then I can't fake it. My face was down. I was depressed, and I was not feeling myself. And my manager saw it, and she's like, "Can I speak to you?" And I was like, "Actually, I was going to speak to you too." She's like, "You go first." And I told her about whatever happened. She's like, "I was going to say the same thing. Your face is bringing a lot of negative energy, and it's concerning. I want to know what's going on with you." So I said, "Yeah, that's what's going on, and I just don't know how to deal with it because, I'm black. If I was to tell another black woman something, it'd be understandable compared to a Caucasian or like a white woman. They would receive it differently." And I was telling her, "Look, I don't want to make it seem, Camry, if I'm just black, I feel
I'm
like
listening.
I'm
listening.
Not that you're not listening, but I just if you're just tired of me talking, we can
No,
change
no. I'll never get tired of you talking. Calm down. Relax. I have a mute button. I have a drop button. I know how to handle that.
Just let me know. Okay.
The funny thing? Do you think this angry black woman thing is a real thing?
In half. I think it's trauma. It's a trauma response. Because for me too, I used to be the typical angry black woman, but now I don't think you can get me angry. You can get me passionate enough to when I got to that mother stage last weekend. That's the best you can get out of me. And then me cussing, but I feel like that's not even bad because I used to be bad. I would cuss you and your mother out. I would be the type to be like, you and your mom, you and your brother, stand on the road. I hope a bus runs out of you. I was so bad. My mouth was so foul. I'm so much better. So much better.
I think the angry black woman thing is a thing. But people spend more time talking about women being angry and less time talking about why they're angry. How they're wrong. What's the history?
Yeah, like I said, trauma response. The black women now are angry, yes, but why they're angry? Because of what no offense, what black men did. Because when you look at, give me 1 second, and I'll come back strong. Just 2 seconds.
Okay, handle your business. I'll just continue with this. But yeah, there's a reason, there's a history behind it. No one really talks about it for the most part, and I think that is part of the problem. They got to address things, If you don't talk about things, people start to make stories up, assuming the worst, yada yada. So I kind of felt. And I also kind of felt that, what's it called, the black men don't actually have it better, but I think they don't have it as bad as black women. I think that's a lot of people. Because you hear all this Black Lives Matter, I think it's all more for the men's side, but I think black women actually have it way worse than black men do. It's something that people don't ever talk about.
And I think it's in. Oh my God! Hold on.
Yeah. Those are my observation.
So there's, God forbid, somebody comes and mishears this and comes and attacks me because I have no clue. But I have saved it and I can find it on a later date and send it to you. But there was a TikTok video. It was a Chinese politician and he was like, a politician or a Russian? It was, no, Putin. It was back in 2012 or something, like early days. He was like, what African politicians or African wealthy Africans are known for best is burying their burying their burying themselves in their homeland, but not providing for the homeland. No, let me try to find a quote.
I actually remember that.
Yeah. So he was saying
Vaguely.
so we don't, as if I, me an example, if I become a millionaire, I don't invest into Africa. But when I do die, I will be buried in Africa. And he said this, and everybody was average. And I'm like, why are you average? That's the reality. And like, I hope obviously my family don't have this.
When he said that, a lot of Africans were triggered.
That's what I'm saying.
There were some
But it wasn't
logic.
It wasn't the Africans that like us. It was Africans that are rich and buried their children or buried themselves or buried their husbands or buried their wives. Those rich Africans. Am I wrong?
Yeah. The thing about it, it sounded weird because it's coming from Putin. But there is a lot of logic in what he said.
Reality. And that's what I'm saying. Like when it comes from a black person, people are like, oh. But when white people say it, it's like, no, you shouldn't say it. But he meant it. And like for me, before, if I was to hear that, I would like, why a German, da da da. But I understood, and they're my close family friend and my mom's best friend.
It didn't come from a place of discrimination. It's just an observation.
No, because I looked at it from my family friend's perspective, and their father is like not the president, but he's the what do they call it? Like
vice president, minister.
I don't know what he was, but he was part of like the government, and they were wealthy. Like I said, the same family that I always mentioned. They've got 2 houses here in Australia, 2 houses in Kenya, 2 houses in Juba. They've got multiple houses. They've got multiple families, and I'm 28, and we grew up together. And the brother, he died at 25. When I was 25, he was 25, and he had a stroke apparently, but he's too young to have a stroke. So a lot of these things were happening, and it was. I don't know. It was just there was a death before that, and then it was him. And the doctor said, "Oh, he's too young to even have a heart attack." This and this and this. So it was like making it seem like I'm not sure if it's Koju or something, but like that's their family. Look, I don't know what they're doing in the background, but that's their family, and I grew up with them. And that's that. So I don't know if I wanted to even touch on it. I don't know. It's just a lot.
Something else.
I don't know. That's why, like, I'm proud. So kind of.
I think
it's a bit scary.
It's. They want to be buried in the country. The love show is based on the fact they want to be buried in the country, not the fact they want to develop the country. Which sounds weird.
Is that not the concept we're just talking about? Like, I think I'm just lit maybe.
No.
Yeah, and his father offered him. So his father, can you check who's on like this live?
Check. Oh, you're not a mod. Let me make you a mod. I don't have any mods actually.
Can you see who's in the background or like? I don't know, because
okay. I
always get family
in the
DMing me, and I'm so tired of it.
It's me, you, and one guy.
Who we don't know.
Let me see the name. His Hamzagari. Maybe Indian or something. No one else. Most people don't actually download this live. So they can chillax. Hisham.
You don't know who's recording.
To get recorded, I'd say you need at least so and so followers. Most people don't even follow this account.
I mean, screen record.
I know.
Right now.
But if you're going to screen record, you'd have to see the live. Most people actually don't see the live.
I can go off your live and screen record right now.
But I can see you.
What do you mean?
When you're not on the live, watching the live, the host can see them.
Oh, really?
Yep. Did you ever wonder? You were just looking at my live from a distance. Then I send you invite. Do you ever notice that?
What?
Did you ever remember or notice you're watching the live from the For You page?
Yeah.
Then suddenly I send you an invite.
Cheeky.
You haven't seen that?
Yeah, when I was in the treadmill, I was pissed off. I was like, I'm just here to listen, and you kept sending me the live. I was like,
But you're on the For You page, right?
I was on the For You page. I was there, but I don't understand why you were like.
We missed you, Ali. Malik?
Nah. We don't like that. I don't. That's demonic. TikTok would say. Because my plan was to put the live on pace and then continue my walk. Ka-ching, 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 ka-ching. And then Nini said something, and I was like, ka-ching, 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 ka-ching. Said something else, ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. Something, I said, okay, let me, and I requested. So if you knew I was there, why didn't you accept me then?
I think that's a different time.
Anyways, I was ka-ching, ka-ching. Even like I've lost my train of thought. I'm ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching for so long. And then I get approved and the conversation has finished. And what's her name? Garang has been talking for like 30 minutes. And then when I came up, I felt even dumb. And he's like, oh, Ali, what he said? I was like, oh, no, I just wanted to comment on what Nini said. Da, da, da. And then Nini was like, oh, what I said? I was like, oh my God. It was meant to be in my head. It was meant to be like, this, and
you don't say.
You accept me. I'm like, oh yeah, no, Nini, no, because I think that, and then boom, finish, and I can continue listening, go in my ka-ching walk, ka-ching run, ka-ching jog. But now, you know that workout was not good. It threw me off.
Looking at some other stuff.
Now I don't have a bikini body for Bali. Malaysia, for Singapore.
So that running, so you can get a flat chest.
Flat chest or flat? I don't want a flat chest. I want a flat.
I'm a flat stomach.
Yeah, flat chest.
Flat chest is terrible.
I look like a man too.
Flat chest, they would have trolled you. I think not even the men. Women were like, yes. Nothing. I kid myself sometimes.
You think you do?
No.
You think?
I do.
Do you? You do. But you think?
The thing. When are you gonna go to Bali?
I think.
Or Malaysia? When are you going to Malaysia?
Malaysia, because I feel bad. Like I said, what's her name? Anyways. So when I went to Bali, the amount of money I've lost, January, like I said, I can only laugh about my life. I can't cry about it, because if I was to cry, I'll be depressed. And depression is not good. So when I went to Bali, I paid for my cousin's ticket to come from Malaysia to come to Bali and then to go back. I booked a hotel. I already have my own hotel, me and my son, and I booked a hotel for her to stay that 4 days. I booked a taxi because you have to pay everything in advance. I paid for everything. She got to the airport and they said, "Oh, you have a South Sudanese visa. We can't let you in." And I said, "What?" I said, "Okay." And then she called me and I spoke to the security people. I said, "What do you mean?" I looked it up and for me, that was even my fault because I'm talking about a privileged Australian passport holder. So then I called her and I'm acting like a Karen. I said, "Excuse me, what do you mean she has to do this, this, and this, and this?" I looked it up online and it said she can get her visa when she gets to FN Bali. And they're like, "No, sorry, ma'am, maybe for Australian passport holders, but not for South Sudanese passport holders." And I said, "So what's the difference?" She's like, "The difference is 30 days. You've got to apply 30 days in advance. And the government can reject you or not reject you." For me, I applied in a minute, Junubi. I applied for me and my son. It wasn't even seconds. Sorry, not minutes. 40 something seconds, we got our visa like this. So my stupid brain, I should have thought it through. I should have done more research. It was my fault. I just assumed that was how the world run. So I was assuming I was being Karen and I did this and they're like, "Yeah, now we understand that you booked the tickets, you did this, but we can't give you a refund." Even the hotels, luxury hotels, they say, "No, sorry." So I said, "You know what? You and your little whatever, me and my child, we're coming. Okay? Our little Australian money, just watch it. Just watch it." So I already booked a 2-bedroom apartment, laundry, washing machine, infinity pool, everything. Let them talk shit. I hope this person, "Hey, you don't even know me."
You know, the funniest thing
about
it. The funniest thing about it is you just discovered how weak our Genoa passport is.
I know, and I'm pissed. What can I do? Even the money that I've spent, I couldn't get a refund. Usually I'd be a Karen and I'll be trying to get a refund, but I now understand. So I'm like, you know what, it is what it is. Because that's $2,000, Genevieve.
Australian, that's like 1,700, 600.
And still, that's a lot.
It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money.
Yeah. So I was like, you know what, I'm not even going to fight it. And I spoke to my mom about it as well. And she's like, "Yeah, don't worry about it." Like, because she spent her last, and that's why I feel so bad. And I was like, let me get a 2-bedroom so she can come spend her holidays home. She spent, because she thought she was going to spend 2 weeks with us, she spent her last money. Her father from Sudan, he's deadbeat. He's not deadbeat, but he's poor. But he sent her money, and the last money that she had, she spent for the taxi to go to the airport. And I felt so bad, and my mom was like, "Oh my God, da da da." And I was like, "Mom, look," and I missed my flight as well. Genevieve, remember? I missed my flight. And when I miss my flight, it's not just me. I miss my flight times 2. So if it's 2,000 for me or 1,000 for me, that's 2,000 something dollars for me. And this little nigga. So I'm like, okay, Mom, I really don't have the funds. And my mom also supported us as well, because I was like, I don't have the full funds. Because once I get to where I'm at, I need to get a taxi. I need to get a lot. And so she's like, "I'll support you and your cousin, that's fine." And so I was able to get my cousin where she was. I was able to get her transportation to where she was at, and I apologized. And my mom got us tickets, and then I was able to send her money to buy like meals and things like that. But oh my god, I was like, oh. But I asked her, I was like, oh, I don't know Malaysian policies. Can you ask your friends? Can you ask this? She's like, yeah, I asked them. Nobody knows. So I was like, how can you blame me? Like, I wasted so much money. How can you blame? But they're not blaming me. My mom's not blaming me. She's not blaming me. It's me blaming. English, I'm blaming myself, I think. Yeah, that's what it is. Because, yeah, my mom has not blamed me. She hasn't blamed me. Nobody's blamed me, but I'm blaming myself. I think that's the reason why I
Just look at you, Maskina.
They look at me, Maskina?
I think that's what they probably did.
No, my mom knows she knows. The reason why she even like doesn't introduce me to certain uncles, because she knows I have a hot mouth. I understand she's put me through a lot of trauma, but she knows my mouth goes a long way. Like, literally.
I wish she'd introduce you. Even for me.
Huh?
Even for me. So many uncles will come up to me and start talking. And then I don't like what they're saying. So I react. Afterwards, oh, we're going to tell your father. I'm like, okay, good luck. Go tell. You want me to call him for you? Fadl. I was telling those losers.
That's my mouth.
I could care less.
You know, that's my mouth. Yeah. Like I said, look, my mom has put me through a lot of trauma, but there's some things that she can say to me and I will speak back. Because what can she do? Like, in terms of, like, I have rights. Like, we're not in terms of conservative religion.
Let me tell you something funny happened. Well, I don't remember what they're saying. They're talking about my brother who got married in the U.S. And they're wondering if about the dowry, about the cows. I said, don't ask me. And then I said, go talk to my brother. And I said, no, you're older. Go talk to your brother. And I just insulted guys. This is embarrassing. Get a job. Stop trying to shake down your nephews, nieces for money. This is shameful. They were mad. They looked at me. Don't talk like this. Who are you? Don't you know? Blah blah blah. I said, you guys were never in my life. And I thank God. You stayed away. You can stay away. Continue to stay away. I enjoy better. They left. They went. They complained to my mother. They started talking to my mother, and they started saying they wanted to beat me. But since I was a guest in the country, they didn't do anything. I said those short people. I think if they wanted, they knew they couldn't touch me. That's why they came to cry to you. So I told my mother, they're gonna put their hands on me. I'm bigger in height. My arms are bigger. They know I go to the gym. They didn't have a dream in the how. But I was talking to them. But the way they complained was funny. They started saying stories. Oh, we were gonna beat him, but Ashan, he's a guest. He's never here. We decided not to beat him. Ashan he's not kuntu mafi juba shunu, and my mother is listening to that. You're going to beat my son? And I said, do you think you can beat him? And then and I had to explain to my mother that they didn't even try. They didn't even raise their voice. They just looked angry, complained. Afterwards, I looked angry at them. They left. But the other stuff, the story they're telling is funny. They're going to beat me, but they decided to forgive me because I'm new in the country. Kalam, Farak, let them tell their stories. I laughed. Anyway, that was my experience. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sir, I'm trying to speak to my coworker. One of these kids finessed my anklets.
Finesse is wild.
Finesse, not finesse like they took it, but finesse as in they broke it. They're like 3-4 year olds. They broke it. and they love my anklet. And I have so much. No, it's not even so. I had 4. When I came home, I had 3.
That's not some
Very
good math.
3. No, it's not maths. It's like I know. So look, I have a gold anklet, like pure diamond anklet. That one you can pull it. We can have a fight. It doesn't come out. It's like it's there forever. It's been there for like 2 years. And then I added the gold anklet. Take it. From the gold anklet, I added 2 stone anklets. Those 2 stone anklets, I had it for maybe like 8-7 months. And I have a shower, I scrub my whole body. It doesn't go anywhere. And if it does go somewhere, I can feel it like going. You know your ankle.
Of course, you know.
If something goes above and goes on your heel and goes around, you can feel it. So I have the gold. The gold's not going anywhere. The stone, I have 2 stones. They're not going anywhere. If they do go somewhere, I can feel it through my ankle, through my heel, my whatever. I can feel it. Okay. And then my mom went to Africa last month, and she delivered me and my son 2 different bracelets. But for me, I don't wear bracelets. I wear anklets. My son has his bracelet.
What's wrong? You don't like it in your hands?
No, I don't. Yeah, I like things on my ankle. So she got extra long, but even the extra long is very tight. Okay, so I can get very tight. So I have now 4. Those 4 things have always been there. Today, I don't know what these kids have done, if they got scissors or they got whatever, because usually I would feel it. If anything happens, I would feel it. I'm missing an anklet. The stone anklet I'm missing. How these kids finesse it from me, I don't understand. Because I would have felt every bead coming out.
Yeah, but they like to finesse, huh? They finesse when they can. Yeah. Remind me of that lady who Crocs were taken. And then when she got them back from those people, scoundrels, she discovered, oh, the way to tell us it's real because you flip it. It's true. Mm-hmm. If you throw in the air, it falls down. It's a real croc. If it doesn't land properly, it's fake. Yeah. The way that auntie found that out was wild. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's make it like this. Oh, I like that. I'm gonna make the slippers match the other one. Oh, let me do something at the end. Let's make it like a little bit wobbly at the end. Mm-hmm. Then we'll make something a bit more interesting. Let's put a strap around it. Let's put a little bit of strap around. Yeah, that feels good. Mm-hmm. That looks very real like that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Wait, one more thing we can do. Let's do something more cooler. Let's make like a little bit of a heel at the bottom. Okay. We're gonna make it work like this. Now put it over here. Yep, looking good now. We're gonna make it like high heels. Make it there, and there. Beautiful. You saw that. That's how you draw feet. So that's how you draw feet, woman. That's how you draw feet. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this guy looks so lazy. It's crazy. All right. Now what I got? This looks like someone sitting in Juba. It's crazy. Let me draw. I need to draw the table. Draw a table should be working. But yeah, I was thinking and wondering if what's it called? All these analogies, you keep wondering that you're on this, you might be on the spectrum, yada yada yada. If you were, would it be so bad? I don't think so. You just have to figure out. I don't think if you're on the spectrum, I don't think you need medication. To be honest, I think medication, you're beyond, you're past that state. I think. I don't know. It's just me. And also, I think if you're on the spectrum and you can function properly, well, what's the big deal? Nobody cares. You can be on the spectrum and you function if you.
Yeah. Sorry, can you repeat what you said?
I'm just saying now. If you go and get diagnosed, you're on the spectrum. Yeah, I don't think you need medicine. I think you pass that stage. You figured out how to handle it, function with it. You don't need medicine.
No, that's not the point. I'm not sure if you heard me before. I was just saying, like, if obviously I've gone already 28 years or whatever I have, but it would just make sense. It would be like, oh, okay, that's the reason why I have this. That's the reason why I overthink. That's the reason why I, there's just some, like, in every human being, like, there's always, like, an unpuzzled situation.
But you won't feel like, baby, I'm sorry. I gave it to you. You won't feel like that. You won't blame your son for blame yourself for your son's diagnosis.
No, I can't blame him.
No, blame yourself.
I do blame myself. Yeah, that's the reason why.
I meant you can't blame yourself unless you're been diagnosed.
To be honest, like I said, there's something there, but it's not like autism and these things. It's things in terms of ADHD and like other aspects of brain, but mental illness, but minor. And like I said, my son, he's almost exactly like me when I was younger. And the stage that I'm at right now is a lot better than where I was, because where I was, it was a lot worse. So if I was to be diagnosed and be told this is what you have, and these things are header whatever, like it's passed through generation, then I know when my son's gone, when he's going through puberty, when he's 18, when he's I know what to expect. I know how to handle him in terms of having conversations like, look, once upon a time, I felt, this way. I could be a lot softer on him in terms of just having the communications compared to, let's say I didn't even know about my diagnosis. I didn't even know I was depressed. I didn't know I was all these things. And then I have a child. And then now he's 18 or he's 17, 16, and he's wilding out. He's doing all these things. I could choose to do what my mother did, cuss him up like, oh my God, you don't listen to me, you don't, you ain't. So I could be the worst mother for him at that time, compared to me being able to understand myself and understand my family's history, understand his father's history, and be able to put that together and be like, okay, cool, this is what he needs right now. This is what he needs when he's 18 or 17. This is what he needs when he's, 21. So as a parent, that's my role and that's what I'm learning. Whether I have been unofficially diagnosed or not, I know that I have these traits already. And the depression, the doctor already said, is hereditary. So it's a family, whatever that word is. It's a family. It's passed by generations. Anyways.
Yeah, you
inherited it.
Gotcha. Interesting.
So whether his father passed it or didn't pass it, I know the education enough for it to not go through him. It might go through him, but mildly. English is a problem compared to the extreme that his father's gone through or the extreme that I've gone through. I'm willing to do the work and the sacrifice for him to just go through it in a mild dosage. So then when he has kids, his kids don't have to experience much. Does that make sense to you?
I'm just trying to figure out what you're
trying to eat.
You're biting something with your teeth.
Have a guess.
Chips.
No.
Kit Kat.
No.
Snickers.
I'm not sure if it's an Australian thing or a worldwide thing, but it's guess.
Shit.
There's white
Twix?
chocolate,
Butterfingers?
and it's crisp.
White chocolate.
Yeah, white chocolate and crisp.
Oreo.
No.
The hell is white chocolate and crisp?
The bottom is white chocolate. The rest is like I don't know.
I don't eat white chocolate. I would never. I can't relate. Chocolate's supposed to be dark.
This one's white, so I don't know what to tell you.
You wave.
To be honest, I feel like this is not an American or international thing. It's called
digesting.
No, it's called LCMs. And do you know the rice cereal?
Yeah.
So it's a rice cereal with like white chocolate at the bottom.
Interesting.
So they're called LCMs. It's pretty nice. It's like, it's pretty like, what's it called? Rice cereal?
Rice
cereal with like white chocolate on top. Crispy.
Yeah. Got my green guy here. Ooh. I'll make an animation tomorrow. I'll try to get Nene here, but she ran away.
Yeah, I shared it with her. I know she's doing the most.
Okay, let me make you a mod. So you can slap her with the invite. Okay, add mod. You're my first mod. Crazy.
Okay. Nice.
Manage. There.
Let me text her.
So do you know Nene? Yeah, you know her before.
Yeah, Nene's my cousin.
What?
Do you know? I feel like you don't listen half the time, or maybe I just acted.
No, you didn't say my cousin.
No, she said it. I've said it on your lives. She remember. Look, I don't want to brag, but there was one time it was on your live, and she's like, "Oh my god, guys, you have to film," because you were like, Ali's the only person who's ever been on my live that's never got followers. It's like open camera access and these things, blah blah. And then Nene was like, to be honest, guys, my cousin, she's so beautiful in real life. Since I was young, I always admire her. She's so beautiful. That
of course you remember that.
We're only 2 years apart.
Towards you. It's comment towards you. Of course you'll remember.
Of course, yes. That's something. Why don't you remember?
I could
Because
have
I have
been
a
at
verse
work.
and back
I
it
could have
up.
been trying to build
Oh, who
a
knows what you're
robot.
doing? But clearly not building up your page.
My page.
But anyways, nah, I'm just joking. You know,
He's your cousin. I remember you told a
but she's my
story.
she's my mom's. So yeah, my mom's
Daughter.
Yeah, no, what daughter? My mom's daughter.
Niece.
Yeah, direct cousin from my mom somehow, somewhere. But
We have some family trees where there's some incest. But we don't talk about it.
Who can you see on the viewers?
Okay. Nobody else our lives.
Let me give you tea. I'm actually an open book. That's why nobody trusts me, actually. Oh my god.
Oh, I trust you.
You trust me because I'm an open book. Do you know Kiki?
Yeah, I know Kiki. Yeah.
That's our cousin as well. Direct cousin, not distant, direct. All these motherfuckers, they're all cousins somehow. I don't know. My mom, her dad, Nini's dad, my mom, all cousins somehow.
Well.
Not somehow, actually, they are cousins. I'm just lit, sorry.
Kiki knew her name before she changed herself to Kiki. She's a chef and all that.
No, she had her original name, but then I think she was feeling insecure. I don't know. I haven't really asked her.
She told me. She had her name. And then what happened? People were sliding to DM at a very large level.
Mm-hmm.
Then afterwards, she told them she had a guy, she had a nigga.
Mm-hmm.
They said prove it. She made a story, included him,
Mm-hmm.
and they said, so what, you're lying. So basically, they were saying, if you're dating someone, we could care less. We want to come in. And she just got frustrated, went dark, went black, moved her photos until the life was comfortable. Until she had a falling out with somebody.
Yeah, because
I'm not gonna say they're both. Kiki is also my friend, but she's been MIA. She kind of left TikTok after the incident.
yeah, because when I'm acting a fool on TikTok, like I said, we're cousins. We don't really talk often, but you know, family's family. When I'm acting a fool on social media, she'll call me. So she used to call me out, like when I'm acting a fool.
She'd actually call your phone and everything.
That's my cousin. What do you mean? Like,
Okay.
What do you mean? Okay,
No, because did she actually see you in the live?
huh?
She see you acting fool in the live?
Yeah, that's why she's calling me.
Ah.
And it was the suede.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, that one. I don't know what I was on, to be honest. I don't be on drugs, but I don't know what happened. Maybe somebody spiked my drink, but I was on Sway's live, and I was just like, from my memory, I didn't think I was doing anything wrong or doing the most, and then I blacked out. It was a whole blackout, and then like I got messages and all these things, and then she called me the next day and she's like, oh my god, what were you doing yesterday? And I was like, what did I do? She's like, you were talking about this and this, you know, family. And you know, like every tribe is different. With Ngok tribe they're so prideful, and I'm from two different tribes. So my mom's Ngok, yes, but I'm also Lua, and we're very free as well. So it's conservative versus freer. That's my life, and that's what I'm struggling with, my identity. like, oh, she's like, oh, you can't. Why are you talking about this, and like, oh, are you okay? Like, what's going on with you? If you want to speak to anybody, don't go on TikTok. Just speak to me. Like, I can, help you. And I was like, I don't think I was doing anything wrong, And she's like, oh, well, you said this. I was like, I can't remember. Blah, blah, blah. And she was able to guide me through it because that was the first time I was ever like on TikTok. I think I might have been like on TikTok.
You're still new. You're still
Yeah, I
new
was
on
new.
TikTok. You're still new on TikTok.
I was new, but I was lit. Because now I'm lit, but I also understand my boundaries on these things. So like she guided me through it, and she's like, oh, just don't be spilling your tea to these people, blah, blah, blah. And then I was like, okay, yeah. And I made a fool of myself, obviously, at Sway's live, and I left for like TikTok in general. I wasn't even on TikTok for like 4 months. I left it completely. Like, I was so embarrassed. I left it completely. And she was still there, and she's like, and she would like call me, update me, and we'll talk and we'll discuss. And she's like, oh my God, you don't miss TikTok. Like, this was happening. Da, da, da. And I'm like, oh my God, yes, of course. And then I went back on TikTok, but for some reason, even though we're cousins, we still don't have mutual friends. Like, her For You page is so different than my For You page. Like, what she experiences is so different from what I experienced. The same live, apparently, I got told from somebody else, the same live she was at, she was getting abused by some people. She was like interrogating people. She was like, I don't know what it was. I don't know what the truth is, but she was like, the people were targeting her. She was targeting the people back.
I know what happened.
Okay, you know what happened? Yeah. So that live was back and forth. But that same night too,
It's West African, right?
I don't know, because on that same night I was on live as well, but I was with you guys. I was with Thickums and the rest of you guys.
Mm-hmm.
So then somebody texted me from the back and was like, oh, you think your cousin's all that? She did this, and this. And I'm like, oh, damn, what'd she do? And like, if somebody tells me a secret, the secret's for me, that's it. I might be a big mouth, but I don't be spilling shit like that. So, okay. And then I spoke to our fellow cousins, my cousin, her cousin. I said, hey, look, I got a message from this person. While I was on the live, I was doing this and this. I'm not sure if that offended her people and all these things, and that's what it is. And for me, I don't know why. I like to blame myself for everybody. I'm not sure if that's attention seeking. Maybe I need therapy for that too. But she's like, oh, that had nothing to do with you. I already heard from that, like from our cousin 2 days ago. She'll be doing the most. And I was like, oh, that's tea I never heard. Please let me know. It's a whole lot of drama, Junubi. I feel like I'm just ranting. It's just a lot of drama back and forth.
There was an essay situation. There's an essay situation.
Between who?
Your cousin and one of the West Africans.
I never heard that. That's what I was.
That's actually what happened.
I don't know. And even if you tell me what actually happened, you weren't there. And like I said,
no. Let me tell you. The ones who witnessed it. It ended up two West Africans fighting. Mm-hmm. And what's it called? A lot of people got mad. That's what even caused a problem with one of our mutuals. So what apparently happened? There's a party, and in that party, one of the what's it called? He calls himself a podcaster. He invites all these women. He was talking with your cousin for a while, and just as a friend. But when he came to the party, he was very touchy-feely. And she would tell him regularly, "Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? I have somebody. I have somebody. But he continued. And a lot of people saw that, including one of the other West African guys saw it. So he called him out on it and told a lot of people about what he was doing. And he got mad. And that was some drama that happened from the party. Somehow made it to TikTok. And from that incident, several dramas evolved from it. Someone explained to me what happened. Then later on, I saw this drama happen, and I said, "Why are they doing this? Payback for that." I like what? Then next thing, another drama happened. What's going on? It's still back to that thing. So that whole incident. Your cousin was there, and the other people are arguing, and all that happened. Yeah. So yeah, and that's one of the reasons why. What's it called? You won't. Anyway, I probably said too much. But yeah, that's what I heard.
No, you did say too much because, like I said, I follow her like in terms of like, let's say
she didn't do anything wrong.
No. She did not, and that's fine. But it was a West African problem. Maybe I need to call her. Then we can have. Don't ask. Don't. No, I'm not asking, but I'm saying maybe we need to have our own conversation because, like I said, we were on maybe from my side, but we were on our way to building our friendship. And
as long as you don't mention my name, because he's cool with me thus far.
And the reason she cuts off a lot of people, like I said, even us, we don't do anything wrong. Like she just cuts us off. I don't know, like.
I think I know when she cut us off because she has a problem with
you. Like, I'm talking about family. Are you family? If you're family, khalas, you can let us know. But as a friend, khalas. But she cuts off a lot of people just because, and we're trying to figure that out in general. Because me too, I can be petty and I can cut a lot of people out. But I know for a fact that someday I have a child. I might, God forbid, I might pass tomorrow. I might pass in 2 years. I might pass in 3 years.
You want it to be your godmother?
I want my child to know his family, to know his cousins, to know this, where she does not care. Because like I said, we spoke and something traumatic happened to her, but I didn't want to ask her because I don't know what it was. And then now you're telling me it's this. But then for me to, I'm not going to mention the name, but otherwise I'm just like,
you're very blunt. My name will just come out.
No, actually, no, I don't have to bring your name, but like her number, she hasn't changed her number. But it's like, actually no, rather not.
Yeah.
It is better.
Anyway, we move on. Let's change the topic.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. I did not know you're integrated to many people in the live like that.
Many what?
I did not know you have a lot of relatives in the live.
I have so much, and they be telling me off and doing the nonsense.
Do you know?
I do the nonsense apparently.
My siblings came to the live. My siblings came to the live. Blocked everybody. Moved on.
Who can I block? I wish.
A lot of people disagree with my methods, but since I'm not having a dox situation, they would just blab my name like crazy. So yeah. Now watching other people with siblings, they came on the live, and they could not stop saying their siblings' real name. So like, yeah, I did the right thing.
It's hard.
Yeah, it is hard. Your siblings will also wonder, whoa, why change your name? What's going on? Blah blah blah. And then it could end up as you arguing with your siblings on the live. So I said, nah. Simple solution. Let's do this. And it happened. That's why siblings are not on the live.
I think I'm getting lit. I'm feeling the energy.
What were you asking?
I think I'm getting drunk. I can feel the energy.
Do you want me to drop you if it gets too far?
I need water. Can you deliver water?
I mean, technology doesn't go that far yet.
Well then, manish.
You don't have water in the whole house?
I do, but I need somebody to get it for me.
Oh, you mean
And
across the room?
Like, no, it's right there. Like, 1.5 meters.
I'm thinking.
Hold on, let me show you something.
Yeah, the mute for that one. The one who's gonna shout.
Shouting at my own damn self. I have to get my own ice water. Oh my god. That heaviness. This is ghetto. I don't want to get my own water.
Jeez, I'm not sure where this was going.
I have to get my own cup. Ah! Almost died slipping through the ice. See? Not safe for me. I have to chip my own ice. Why?
We don't know why.
I get my own ice. What do you mean you don't know why?
No, I was responding to your comment.
My comment is why do I have to get my own ice?
I said we don't know why.
I feel ghetto. I feel pedo-ish. Oh. My leg is numb.
Let's see.
Hi, luxury.
I think Clark should make something to eat. God damn.
Alright.
Ooh. What's up there? Oh, you're drinking the hell of that water. Wow. Thirst was real. Interesting. Oh, Kama's mom. That's Camille. God damn. Mira's being on more videos than normal. Oof. Rocco. You're back?
I am back. I thought I was on mute.
No, we enjoyed the background noise.
Oh damn! I was doing a lot. To be honest.
Door slamming. Walking.
All that.
Boom,
like I slammed 3 doors.
I felt
heading out.
you're having a fight in the anime or something.
Yeah. Like I'm being dead ass. I slammed 3 doors heading here. I thought I put myself on mute.
No. I think you did because no one else is here. You need. I need the entertainment. I need the background noise.
Maybe because
Yeah. I think.
You really had all that? I really thought I put. That's why I was slamming my doors freely. I thought I put myself on mute.
I think you're trying to lead some vent. Maybe someone bullied you in high school. Just came back to you now. He has released.
No, to be honest.
Did you have mean girls in your high school? And they were after you?
To be honest, I was never the type. I was always the middle person. Like I've been drinking so much. I don't know, man. I don't know.
You're not supposed to drink alone. That's your problem. That's your mistake. You're not supposed to drink alone.
Alone?
Yeah.
Who can I drink with then? You let me know.
I don't know. You pour one for the peeps or something.
These kids stress me. I told you, I look after my own child and 24 other plus kids. I just, on a Friday for me is like.
That's why you come to TikTok. We tried to come. We were talking. Come TikTok during the week. When you're on that treadmill. Jump on the panel. But you said that was like a fluke.
It wasn't a fluke. I honestly would like at TikTok, when I go on TikTok, I'm scrolling through and you guys were on the live and obviously I was listening. And I'm walking on my treadmill Monday to Friday in general, but I listen to music, listen to podcasts. I'm still on my treadmill. And hopefully it's not offense to you. But even with like the lives, when you guys are on the weekdays, some of them I listen to, but some of them don't capture me, so I don't listen to it. But obviously with Nini and what you guys were discussing and Karang were discussing, it captured me. So I stayed on the live, not meaning to contribute. It was like a podcast. Like when you listen to a podcast while you walk on the treadmill. So I was doing that. And I'm like, oh, actually. And I was thinking through. I have the opportunity to like, put my 2 cents. So I put my 2 cents and I I requested, but my request wasn't accepted like 20 something minutes later. And the conversation by then finished. And then we were talking about something else. And I mentioned what Nini was talking about, and then it was misconstrued. And then I'm like on my treadmill, like I have my own path. I need to like walk and try to concentrate on you guys. And then the conversation got more and more and more and more. And I was like, okay, look, this is what I meant. This, da, da, da. But still, maybe I didn't explain it correctly, but it was misconstrued to what I was thinking. But in order for me to explain, I have to now stop my workout and then sit and explain to you guys when I don't. Honestly, it's no offense to anybody. I just don't have the opportunity because from Monday to Friday, I have a schedule. Like I wake up at 5 a.m., do my workout for 1 hour till 6 a.m. 6 a.m. I've got to wake up my child, let him know he needs to brush his teeth, do this, dress up, and then me, I've got to get ready, get his school things ready, get his lunchbox ready, and then be out by, I can't remember what time, but just have to be out, whether it's early or not. And it's just like, that's my life, Monday to Friday. And Friday evening is the only time where like everything's done by Australian time, 7:30. Everything's done for me. Like he's eaten, he's had a shower, I've had a shower, he's had his lunch, his dinner, sorry. We've discussed.
Hey Nini, I felt like you were coughing for me, man.
Nini, you here too?
Was that coughing?
How long have you guys been here? I'm just ranting. Monica and Nini, I'm just ranting.
Joined, all I heard is what Nini said. I'm like, what did I say?
No. I was discussing the treadmill.
Yeah.
So you guys just got here? Because I was looking at my phone.
I just got here.
You just got here too?
Literally.
Yeah, Nini, you were saying like why
am I echoing?
You saying why not on the weekdays?
It's Ali. She loves hearing her voice twice.
Oh, damn. If you want me to leave, I can leave. Don't insult me like that.
No, don't do that. Ali, you know, there's a lot of love behind these shady comments.
The shady comments.
Bro,
echoing.
I feel like I'm in the middle of like Medan just yelling.
No, I didn't know you guys came because it was just me and Junubi before. And when I looked down, when somebody said something, I'm not. It sounds like I'm bitching, but I'm not.
I said hello, my peeps.
I didn't hear that. I was too busy in my own head. Sorry, Monica.
No. I just came in, literally. I don't even know what you're talking about.
I wasn't talking about you. I was just putting an example. Not putting an example. I was discussing about what happened last time, like when I was on a treadmill. And it was you, Junubi, and Garang. And then, like, I said I want to put my 2 cents in. And so, like, they were expecting me to be staying for a long time, and I already told Junubi already knows me. I can't on the weekdays. Sorry, you don't see me on TikTok. I can like things, I can double tap, I can do these things, but I'm not on the lives on the weekdays because my weekdays are really busy.
Yeah, too busy.
That's what I was ranting about. I was explaining to him my weekdays.
No.
I said the only time I ever came on a weekday was when Nini and Garang were talking about these things, and I wanted to put my 2 cents, and I was on my treadmill walking, and I couldn't hold my 2 cents. I just wanted to tell Nini that, no, because, and I already told you that with, as we're raised here in Australia, so we can say, we're Sudanese Australians, compared to like my son for me.
Last time.
Yeah. So for your daughter, it might be different. For me, I raise my child different. So for me, if somebody says, where are you from? I say, I'm Sudanese Australian. If my son if anybody goes to him and says, where are you from? He automatically thinks not even thinks he is. He was born in Werribee. He will say, "Oh, I'm Australian." Oh, but what's your background? He'll be like, "Oh, my mom's Sudanese and my dad's Sudanese." But for him, it's not like it's unlogical. It's a stupid question, not a stupid answer. For me, that's normal. He was not born in Sudan, but he knows his parents are Sudanese. So he can say, yeah, I'm Australian. Oh, yeah, but where are your parents from? He'll be like, oh, yeah, my parents are from Sudan. My dad's from Sudan. My mom's from Sudan. But yeah, I'm Australian. That for me, and I told you, Nini, that's a logical for me as an individual. That's a logical answer. But you disagree, and that's it. That's all we were talking about. That's it.
Guys, how do we echoing like a him voice?
Ellie needs to put her headphone.
I don't have headphones.
Well, you gotta.
Monica, sing for a
It's not
second.
me.
Sing for a second. I want to see something.
Oh yeah.
It's not me.
What's up?
Sorry.
Nini, can you or Monica sing? One of you sing. I want to see something.
Yeah, I love the gym. Absolutely. If I'm not doing like something hard,
What did you say?
Nothing.
There's no echoing now. It sounds normal.
I didn't want to hurt. Anyway. I wanted you to sing when the mic was on to see if what would happen.
Yeah, like it's normal right
Mic?
now. Yeah.
Oh, my mic is on. Yeah, it's not echoing. But yeah, it's echoing now when she.
Wait.
Ellie, you might have to leave and come back. That happens to me sometimes.
Yeah, leave and
Yeah.
come back. I think that's
Yeah,
easier.
leave and come back. Like, get out of the whole app and then come back.
Yeah.
Like,
Because,
Hey
get out.
guys.
no,
she
guys,
might
because
not
no, she's
might
gonna
not
come back. She'll come back. She'll come back.
All right.
I don't know. Like sometimes you have to like actually get out.
It's still,
Oh,
can you guys hear me?
need headphones.
You need headphones.
What?
Because guess what? Listen, yeah.
Listen, yeah.
Put yourself on mute,
for a second.
Oh God, I hate hearing my voice twice. It's weird. What's it called? I just came from another live, and this is happening all around TikTok. Yeah. By the way, a lot of people's TikToks are echoing.
My first daughter's
So, if you put a headphones in, the echoing goes away, but you don't have headphones. Yeah, but it's a thing all around TikTok right now. Everybody's
That's
complaining about
ridiculous.
the same thing. Yeah, one person will have the echo. Literally,
I think
put
maybe
her
she needs
headphones
to
in and then
update.
it
She
works.
needs to update. Maybe she didn't update.
Yeah, probably something. One of
Check on
those
the app
things.
store. Check
But
on
if she
the
puts
app
the
store.
headphones in, it doesn't do the echoing because one of these girls in the other room, she had to put her headphones in and then it went quiet. Lydia,
But
because I was just in
how does having
them
headphones change anything?
because I think it's sort of like because it's a loudspeaker, so the speaker sort of I don't know how it works because like it's a speaker and microphone at the same time. So if the app is like I don't know updated, I guess that feature. If you don't, then I don't know how it works. But yeah, I'm not a IT person, but there's something there.
my daughter, mama.
That's okay.
You know what I'm saying? If anything was to ever happen, fall on bad times, hard times, I got it.
Me?
Thingy, who's watching what? Oh, you, yeah.
Oh, that's me. I'm watching Pop the Balloon.
Oh,
I was looking like those sound
Which
like
one?
Americans. I was looking
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
your
Americans. You know
family
Alec?
talks normal.
Okay,
Family
where's
talks
one
normal.
of them? What has to? I don't know where even what it is. What did he say?
Are you watching it on YouTube?
Yeah, I'm watching it. Look, let me show you guys.
Yeah,
Oh, you can turn your camera on now.
She can always turn on her camera. She used to turn on the camera and be on the bed like everyone else.
I don't think I've
Okay.
ever.
Camera.
I don't think I've ever seen you on camera. I've seen what's her name?
Yeah, that's what I'm watching.
Oh yeah, that lady.
I have a follow her.
I tried everything. Is that working now?
No, it's
No, it's
Okay.
still
But it's
Okay.
fine.
But it's fine.
It's a TikTok thing. I think when you're talking,
when you're talking, we just go mute and then you talk.
Or when we're talking,
when we're talking, you go mute.
No, Monica, I'm not
I
gonna lie. I've been here from the beginning. You guys can have to mute yourself. I don't know. Well, even Nini knows. I was here first. You guys mute when I'm speaking. If you don't hear yourself, mute yourself. I'll speak and then
I do hear myself very loud and clear.
so then mute yourself and
But
let
I'm
me
hearing
speak.
it twice because of you.
Because if you mute yourself, Monica, you're not speaking.
No, if you mute yourself, then I'm not echoing.
Monica,
Try it
listen.
right now.
If
Stop being hard-headed and you listen.
Like
You
I
go
said, I'm
mute
not
right
muting
now.
myself. If you want to speak,
Just-
you
just-
mute
just-
yourself and I will
just-
speak. You won't have to hear yourself. Monica. Yes, you see? Now you can only hear me speak. See? Very simple.
Yeah.
But
So
you
that's
go
what I'm
mute.
saying.
Okay, you go mute now then.
I don't have to go mute.
Just
Why
do
don't you go
it.
mute?
Like I did. You do it. Just for 2 seconds.
But
I know the outcome.
For
So,
2 seconds.
Halas, 1, 2, 3.
There you go. I'm not echoing.
But I said, Monica, I was here from the beginning, whether I'm echoing or not. If I'm speaking, you mute your own self. Let me speak and then Halas, vice versa.
Hey, I'm listening.
That's what I'm telling you. I don't want to mute myself because I can't do it.
I'm listening. Continue.
I haven't forgot what we were talking about. Damn.
We're talking about
The foundation.
Too busy. The treadmill.
It was between me and Nini, actually. Me and my cousin. Yeah, that was rude, actually.
You're trying to tell Nini. Girl, I never talked about you. We're talking about that. That's something like that.
Nini. Nyanaje. Yeah. You're here.
My government.
I mean, they're all low key now. Yeah, no, I think I already said what I had to say.
No, I wasn't mad. I'm not gonna talk about me. But it was just so ironic. Like I was sweating. And then I heard it's like, what it means. I was like,
So then, okay, it's gonna get to you. How many times did I share this live? I shared it twice. It didn't get to you when I shared it?
no,
Only when you were slurping? Only when you were slurping, Lily?
I'm gonna my thing.
Medicinal?
I was
Still, I shared it with you. The same amount of time you're slurping is the same amount of time you would BD.
Yeah.
You could have, hey, da, you know.
No, I came in last one. Which someone joined. I came in once. And then I left. Because I had to do something.
Quick question. Come to like Deng and Martin. Who? Deng?
Deng. What's Deng?
Well, Deng, bro, I'll text you.
Huh?
I'll text you then.
Yeah, text me.
Anyways, Monica, let's go.
I really like this.
Yeah, she's chill vibes.
No, like she had to
I think it's my phone. I don't know what's going on. How's the hurricane?
No, You know my sister went to Woolies.
You're cutting out. Your sister went to Woolies.
Yeah, she's so kind.
So kind.
Kanye.
And Perth? Melbourne. I can hear you, but like so kind where? Like in Point Cook or yeah, in Point Cook.
Yeah, in Point Cook. And then she was like, oh, you had a snap. And then she was just like, oh, where did you live?
Wait,
And
Nini, speak a little bit clear. I honestly can't hear after like a few sentences. So she's so kind at the shops and what?
then she said, how am I doing?
Do you want me to just call you? Because I can't. Let me call you.
I don't know this stuff.
Huh? I'm acting like I'm a grandmother. Let me just call you. Let me FaceTime you.
I wish you were
You're not echoing, but you're fading off. Like you said, kind, something, your sister, fading. Like I can't hear the in between. Huh? Oh, damn. What did she say?
She was muffled a bit.
That's what I'm saying. She said, okay.
Either she was muffled or she jumped. Monica, Nini, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
I can hear you. Can you guys hear me?
I'm not echoing.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. What's the cure?
Really,
What do you do? You know the funny thing? What do you do about
But
the
I'm sitting in
echoing?
the same. I'm in the same spot. Like I'm still chilling.
I want to ask, is there a way we can cure Ali's echoing? I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, but
I don't know. I want to fix it too.
sorry.
I tried. I told
Headphones, like I
her.
said, you know, I said headphones. I swear to God, guys.
I
just
told her
came
to
from
go
this
to
live. I was
WhatsApp.
just
It
watching.
didn't solve it. It didn't solve it.
No, she needs
What do you mean
headphones.
going
I'm
WhatsApp?
telling you.
What's up? Got to do with TikTok.
What happens when you go? Sometimes when you go to what's it called? Another app, it clears it up, clears up the echo.
Resets.
Yeah, resets it.
Okay.
What's up? As an example, you go to Messenger, any other app, it just clears the thing up. That's what I was hoping, but it didn't work. So so you think it's a glitch in the thing? At least I'm glad it wasn't me. I thought it was me
Yes,
first for the
because
longest.
literally, like it's a whole thing. Like it's a thing today. If you go to another live right now, one person is echoing in that live.
Like crazy.
And then we tried to solve it. Even that girl went on mute because they were playing a game, you know, guessing the word and whatnot. You say 3 words and then there's a word, you guess, you know,
Yeah.
the person guesses it. And she
Yeah.
was echoing and they're like going complete. She's like, I'm going to go on mute. So when she's on mute, like how Ellie is, then you can hear everyone else. But then when she opens her mic, the whole room is like echoing. Anytime somebody
And it gets pretty bad.
I imagine playing a game, man. Even I wasn't playing. I was just watching. It was frustrating me. It was annoying.
The funniest, the weirdest thing about it, we don't even have that many people in the live, right? So it's a bit awkward.
Yeah. No.
So
But
if you
that's
had-
the thing, yeah. They've only had like 6 people. That's what I mean. It's an ongoing thing right now everywhere.
Yeah,
on
6
TikTok.
people is a lot of people. Imagine sitting in a room with 6 people. Was that shit awkward?
Right? What about 100?
We within the club.
5?
you need to be popular to get 100 though. But okay, I like it.
Now, like you know, I was speaking to my sister the other day. She's like, "Oh, you always joining people's lives. Why don't you open your own live one day?" I said, "Girl, bye. I would never do that.
Why wouldn't you open your
I
live?
would-
Fish ya habba. Fish ya habba.
With the like, I could never do that.
Oh my goodness, the amount of criminals that would be calling you. Okay, right.
No,
Salam alaikum.
I have some weird ass people in my DMs already. I
Hey,
said,
my
I ain't
friend.
never. No, I said no,
Did
thank
any of
you.
them come and tell you, listen, I'm in jail, but I'm innocent? Do you believe?
Ugh.
Huh?
No, what you want, Genevieve? You know how to.
Hell.
No, she had some people who were
Yeah,
locked up
Genevieve,
telling
you
her.
need to
Huh?
stop. You need to stop. Stop it.
All right.
No, I'm so
Sorry.
shocked about that
Bro,
day.
I get so many DMs. I just read them and I just be like,
Oh my god, you guys!
Nah,
Even
Genevieve,
my
you're so
DMs are full,
shady.
guys. I wish I could get spider webs, but it's just too hard. I don't know
Monica,
what
do
to
you know
do.
how? You know how
It's
shady
annoying.
he is?
It's annoying, man. Can't these people catch
Go ahead,
catch
Nini.
a
Ignore him.
catch a can't these people kind of clue?
so
Doesn't
shady.
understand.
I
It is
told
so
him one
annoying.
story,
Because
and now
me,
he's
okay.
holding me by
Because
the
me,
neck.
because me, I'm the type of person like I reply to everyone. I'm not rude, you know. But there's some people like I'm
Why?
like, yeah, nah. That seems like it's one of those. There's a lot of crypto.
Yeah,
You know.
some of these girls are getting graphic. I don't know. They need to calm down.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nah,
no,
me.
me.
Nini, I
Yeah.
texted you a few minutes ago. Can you respond?
What did you
What
say?
is that?
I've texted you a few minutes ago. Can you respond, please?
On
On
what?
what?
On TikTok.
Hey,
Yeah,
Ellie
Nini,
and
do you
Nini,
guys
do you
actually
guys
know
actually know
each
each
other in
other
real
in
life?
real
Yeah.
life, yeah?
We're cousins, blood
Oh,
Oh,
cousins.
cousins.
Blood
my
cousins.
wallah.
Oh
Oh,
wow.
wow.
I
I
did
did
not know
not
that.
know that.
I told you guys this before. Don't act
Nini,
surprised.
you wanna be?
That's why, Nini, that's why I was telling you. Remember, I said, why are you always acting surprised when I say this? Like,
How you
How
guys
you guys
related
related
in
in
we're blood
family?
cousins.
yeah in
Yeah, in
terms of
terms of
which
which
way?
way?
Mom,
My
dad.
mom, she's Ngokabie, and her dad and my mom, they're cousins. They're blood cousins.
Oh.
And
And
Nini,
Nini,
you're
you
in
in
Melbourne?
Melbourne?
No,
Heard
Heard
point.
I
point
was.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I'm
we
not
all,
I left Melbourne like 2
no,
years
wait,
ago.
Nini, the kicker is when we were growing up, we all used to be in Sydney. But as we were aging, our parents moved to Sydney, moved to Melbourne, moved to this. We all, when we were younger, when I was 8 years old, when Nini was 6 years old, when this person was, we were all very young. We all migrated to Sydney. We were there in Sydney for at least 2-3 years. And then our parents, I think they got the courage and education. They said, oh, nah, I want to be here. I want to be here. And then everybody moved apart. But still, we're blood cousins. We come,
Now we live long.
trust me,
What does blood cousin mean?
mean?
like,
What is what?
blood
What does
cousins,
blood cousin mean?
cousin mean?
like, so,
Like our DNA aligned.
so her dad and my mom, they're blood. Not third generation,
The
fourth
first
generation.
cousin?
They're blood. They're cousins.
Yeah.
Can you be cousins and not blood?
blood?
No, through adoption. Like, I was if I adopt a child and I'm like, yeah, no, that's your brother and that's your cousin. Yes, that's another way. But they're blood.
Habba.
The same with our friend Junimid that we were speaking about before.
Yeah.
Blood cousins as well. My mom and her father, blood cousins.
Wow.
We share. So my grandmother and her grandmother from the father side are
Abies was a big high school
or something.
pretty much, that's what it seems like. Seems like a musical.
You cannot. Basically, Ali. You cannot sleep with somebody from Abbey. Definitely can't sleep with somebody from
No,
Abbey.
you can because there's different
she
clans. Yeah. From ABA.
She has a higher probability
Of
of
you being my cousin.
incest.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
No, Monica, this has been my life conflict because I see like a gay men and I'm like, they're so beautiful. I want in my life, like my goal in life is to marry a gay man. No, I can't because some way, somehow they're related to me.
No, because
Because
the
the same
man
man
that
that
I really
let me tell
love.
you.
No,
Because I'm the
Monica,
same,
the
Ellie.
man I really love, he's like my fifth cousin. I'm like, ugh. Like, I really didn't like him.
This
He's
is
my
okay.
fifth cousin. I don't care. No.
Let me tell you, Monica.
Yeah.
Can you please? Yeah, I don't want to
Her
shout.
great grandfather was a hoe. That's it.
Yeah.
No, don't stop there. So like, let's say my grandfather is a hoe, and he Monica, listen, as in a big. So my grandfather is a hoe, and he had 15 wives. His 15 wives had 10 kids each. Okay, and now let's expand. Let's say the oldest of all those 50, 60 kids. He now chose to go to like I don't know, some just pick here and there, chose to marry. Now he's had another 15 kids here. Not, I don't know. I thought we were so loyal. I thought we were so loving. I just, wow, the passion. I just thought we were so different. But there's 15 kids somewhere, 10 kids somewhere, 5 kids somewhere. There's always some generation of like the
The hidden ones.
even the aunties be like, oh, is this 5 generation? No, it's okay. I'm like, no, auntie, at this point we're cousins. No. Like I even had auntie, she's like, oh my god, you're so good. How you deliver shy, you do this. I want to marry to my son. I said, your son is my cousin. What do you mean your son? Your son is my cousin. Auntie, are you dumb? Are you stupid? And my mom, I don't know. My mom knows, maybe she thinks I'm crazy, or she knows, or she's educated enough, but she knows when the aunties, they'll be talking these things, she knows to just blank out. Because I'm like, why is she saying that? Why is she doing this? She's like, that's okay. Just calm down. Just calm down.
So both your parents are BA?
No.
You see?
You see?
So okay, let me tell you mine then. Because I never dated
But I'm
any
saying,
other
I
for the
only
same
know
reason.
of gays.
Yeah.
My mom, my dad, the
And I still dated a guy right now. That's what I'm telling you. Like, I was like you, where I was like, oh my god, I actually have zero mix in me. Including my great.
But I have mix in me though.
If I got and my mom and dad are from like say Tanit and Hoppers Crossing. Literally the same side. So everybody is my cousin, right? But there's some people that are not. And if you ask your parents, like, in a way, there is some cousins that are not actually related to, because sometimes they say, oh yeah, we're all from Tanit, we're related. Just because we're all from Tanit doesn't mean like we're all South Sudanese. There's Indian, there's Pakistani, there's Muslim, there's what? Different religions, right? Different cultures. Same thing back home, but I don't know why they refuse to sort of understand that it's 2025 and in South Sudan with all mixed cultures in terms of moving from one state to another due to displacement of goddamn war.
talking or someone is talking, put yourself on mute for like 3 seconds.
Did everyone just mute?
No. I was saying because, like, you know how Monica was talking? I can't hear what she's saying because it's echoing too much. So I was saying maybe Ali, just mute yourself while Monica is talking, and then when she's done, you can unmute yourself and then talk. So then the echo thing doesn't happen.
Yeah, it's really annoying for me too. Oh god, oh my god, this is so much better. What was I even saying? Yeah, I'm full of God.
Ellie.
What's going on?
And she goes on a coffee break.
Respond now. I meant no, Monica. Ali,
Then she
respond
goes
now.
on. Yeah, she wanted a coffee break. I was waiting for her.
You can respond now because we're gonna put ourselves on mute so we can actually hear what you're saying because the echoing is too much.
Yeah, and it's from Ellie. You know, like right now it's not happening. You know? As soon as I try to talk, she comes back. But yeah, I was saying my parents are both like Agar.
Where are you from? Agar?
Rumbek, yeah. So my mom is from Panyar, my dad is also from Panyar. Yeah, but then it's Panyar Apin and then it's Panyar Monchor or whatever. Yeah, so there's 2 different Panyar in that. Yeah, but they come from the same sort of Tanit. And then there's like Sayers Road, there's Leaks Road, there's what? Yeah, there's Tanit, the new one, there's the old one, like that. So they can marry each other because if you look at their background, they're actually not related in a way. You know what I mean? Even though they're from the same. So that's what I was trying to tell Ali. You still can date an ABA guy, especially if they're like half
I know
like
I can get
her.
an ABA guy.
Do you know what I mean? I'm telling her like, what? There's no such thing because I used to think the same thing. I refuse to look at any Agar or Rumbek guys. I swear to God, because I'm like,
But I think
at the
it's
end of the day,
like
they're gonna be related
I
to me.
think with us, I think we're just trying to be like more like
Cautious.
I don't want to end up dating my cousin and then it's just
Yeah,
big.
but you can ask if you actually really serious about the person.
No, but then in the beginning, are you
In the
gonna go be like
beginning,
to your mom? Oh, I'm
this is the thing, yeah.
son.
In the beginning, you're meant to actually ask, especially if they're from the same like ABA. Then you'll be like, oh yeah, okay, let me just check.
Yeah,
Because
but
my
not
cousin, at least the older
no, but
cousin, you have one cousin
no,
that you
but
could
then
talk
not
to.
everybody's comfortable to tell their parents
Yeah,
they're
not
dating
parents. You
somebody.
have a cousin that you can talk to, a girl cousin that's older that understands the culture. There's always somebody, man. If not, you can
That's
always come
true.
here and ask somebody, some old ass uncle here in 44, 45 years old. You don't even need, you can just ask Chris. And unapologetic. He's young, but he's old. Like he knows everything, those tradition.
Oh, I miss
There
him.
is
Where
a
is
way,
he?
he's around. He was here
You miss me
before.
now.
What the hell? I saw his
Really?
comment. When I came up, he just said, oh yeah, there we go. He says, just a moment, I'll be BRB.
Nah, he kills me, man.
Yeah, no, but I swear to God, if he was here right now, he would actually tell you the same thing I'm saying. Like, there's no thing, God, you can't marry somebody from. My mom and dad did it. They're not related at all. If you look back in the back, no relations.
Yeah, like my mom and dad. Me, I'm full of BI girl. I'm not mixed with a high one. Nothing different.
Yeah, same here.
This is BI. My mom and dad are BI. My grandma's BI. Both of my grandmas are BI.
Yep.
My great grandmas, I don't know where they're from.
Me all the
That's
way back,
where.
man. I have, like, I don't know. I can't think of one. Apart from when my dad got married, his wife. Yeah, there's one or two that are from non-Dinka. But
Yeah,
the
that's
rest
my
are,
grandfather.
but back then, like, his granddad, my dad's great granddad, which is Kwa Gabriel. Like, you can only
Actually,
find
it's
those two
something like
names.
My mom found her sister on Facebook one day.
Oh, wow.
So her sister posted a picture of her father,
Oh,
well,
wow.
their
When they
father,
were little.
and then like she just posted a photo, and then she's like missing, like she just posted a photo of the man, and then she just had a caption, and then my mom was like, "Eh, why is this girl posting a picture of my dad?" She was so confused because that's the only photo they have of him. Because it's from years back, he passed away long back, years back. So they only have like one or two, like yeah, like 1, 3 photos of him.
Yeah.
Other than that, they have nothing. So she was so shocked. This photo, she's like, "That's my dad. Why is this girl posting my dad?" And then she added the lady on Facebook, and then she's like, "Why did you post a photo of my dad?" And then the girl was like,
That's my
the lady
dad.
was like, "That's my dad."
Oh, my God.
And then I found out they're sisters the whole time.
Oh, that's so wild.
It's so crazy. And then they met in Egypt because my mom's brother was getting the weirdest thing is
Yeah.
because there's 32 of them, 32 siblings.
Like me
So
and my
my
siblings,
mom's
there's
brother
30
knew
plus
about
of us.
her, but my mom didn't know about her. So my mom she knows about a few of them, but she doesn't know
Yeah,
all of
yeah.
them.
I believe that will happen with me and my siblings
Yeah.
because
So then
I
when it
literally,
came to
yeah,
wedding time,
yeah.
she's like, yeah, they met. They met at the wedding. And then she was like to my mom, like, because she's like, my mom was like, I was just like so shocked when you posted that photo. She's like, who the hell is this lady posting my dad? But she's like, yeah, that's my dad too. But they got along
And that's the
well.
thing, yeah. Like our parents, especially dads, because they know where they've put their thing in. Because I don't know. I'm pretty sure your dad doesn't drink. Back in the day, nigga don't do none of that, right? So they have no excuse. They like have the brightest mind at the time when they're doing that, and it's usually through culture. And there's some that are non, like, and they just like be hushing them. Like زي بحكي بتاع مصريين ده الله واحد. I feel like there's some of that. And so the kids get born, and then the parents are like, oh yeah, whatever, we're having fun, da da
Bring
da.
Ali up, she's here. How do you bring Ali up?
Yeah, she's private, isn't she?
That's her.
Oh, invite.
Please just listen.
Invite
But
her
I'm
now.
gonna, yeah, bring Ali up now.
She's
I'm
listening
not here.
for now. She said she's listening for now.
Oh, because it's still like, she needs headphones, man. Just grab one from your son. The one that you bought him, those. I bet you bought him headphones. There's headphones somewhere in that house. What the hell?
She'll come out when
Hey?
she's ready. She's figuring things out. She'll come when she's ready.
Oh, yeah, no. I'm just saying, like, because the echoing just needs headphones. That's what I got. She said she didn't have any.
But you have to also know sometimes the headphones not very compatible. It can be worse.
Sure. So you know which ones I have right now? So I have two, yeah. So I have the actual wireless, and then I've got the one you plug in the wire one, the one you plug in into the actual phone. This one is
So are you using headphones right now?
yes, I am. But okay, let me try headphones. It's not gonna echo. You see, this is without headphones right now.
Nice echoing.
Is it? You see? So it must be a whole thing. Have you got headphones in now?
No.
So how come yours?
But it's echoing.
But it's not as bad as Ellie's one.
It is.
Is it?
Same.
Is it? See? There you go. So now, so look, yeah. Actually, on my end, I actually can't. Now I understand what Allie's saying. Because on my end, I can't actually hear me echoing. Right? This is without headphones.
Yeah, but
I'm gonna put.
I can hear my voice.
Okay. So now I put the headphones in, and you'll see the difference. I've got the headphones in now. Are you guys echoing?
No, big
You see?
difference.
We can hear you, Monica.
It's a whole like glitch in the system, man.
That's really weird, though.
Yeah. That's what I was saying, like to her before. You need headphones.
Is this
But
like
for you, it's not doing that.
Is this another like marketing scheme that everyone needs to go buy headphones?
Mm-mm.
You're not this world, though.